rumunata memukonye chomwa to minye to ulenge lo cha yara rumune lo cha pachon.
Now, because of that, even after independence, you could not get a political party which could command the majority in the country. If you go by religion, there's no religion in Uganda which is even 40% of the population. If you go by tribes, you cannot even get a tribe which is even 17% of the population. So by emphasizing Rumunot, you are making governance impossible. Indeed, when we had elections in 1962, UPC got 37 seats in parliament, DP got 24, Kawaka Eka got 21, and the total number was 82.
Uganda, Kimi Chaman Jale Samak Kimi Yabaweri Yapur Kobi and the vote and the UPC, Kinyori Jale Tamasamak, Kajale Mutkoden. Kinyori Yanda Kabak, Glenyor DP, Yaba Wall Katoliki, Kinyori Shirini, Kwan, Kinyori Yanga Jaba Waganda, and the Kabak Yaba Waganda and Alec Ambala Glela, Yorjale Shirina Moja.
And yet to have majority, you had at least to have 41 or 42.
Ombenyu mbiti ne jano swejanyo kiletamanut mut ko samak ngoden olonyo te paitanyi bunge kimakini tingeten jale tamantangwan ngoden.
Now, because none of them had majority, they had to form a government of coalition, which was very unstable.
Liotina nyumendo kichomu picho ametomtanya nambe lotina kememi chakwanya kepetano kele ke knokna kecheng jabawerianga atamanyala na kurumu bunge le mitano beach.
And it lasted only 2 years.
Ya kunya knokna yo ndakichang magenda denglenya.
Some of us were part of those old political parties.
Le lani e lumalo gongo kal goja go sechani kimite ja inda kimite sab chamani choni alanga.
When we saw the limitation they had, we started asking ourselves the question, why are these people concentrating on Rumunot? Who am I? What's my group? Why don't they concentrate on people's interests, on people's needs? Because people's needs are the same.
Chamani chigo, utijero chil roganani nyoko rumu. Uyara rumu na tosagwala ni nyai. Peta tonji nyu, uyata peta tonji kukonu kile tu chochang. Yeso ujala kimanye.
People need peace. They all need peace. They need health.
Yarabi kalia, yarabi sukutal sakat.
They need wealth.
Yarabi sakanat.
They need transport. So why don't you start with people's needs? Because those are similar and you can unite people around the needs. I'm told in Pokot the word interest is translated as preaching. So that's how we started a new line of thinking.
Le chanyo to maisha no na nyine kenya kutoro Uganda yera chi purchin la kante.
Instead of concentrating on who the people were, we started concentrating on what they needed.
Lo tina ni meda ki kuma ka kinya ki magala ke tana po ke pochina tangang mat kuma chi la kai o yercha kai purchin yon ke purchin ke so jan yon.
And what people needed was always similar.
Lo tina kingala kinya ki yera tangang mat kwa konga lo.
And that's how we were able, even when we were still fighting, to create a national movement.
La chanyo ta ki toro ja pariot kele ja ke yara ku nyamenda ba purchin nyoba chi lo uri.
You can find in our movement people from the center, from the west, from the east, from the north.
Le pari njanyo ke yara cha chi nyanguno kila kor lo uri. Nyoke nguno lo to, nyoke nguno lo por, ke nguno lo le kongasis andaga lo le te.
We did not.
Uri kimi pari nja.
This was because we did not concentrate on who you were. We concentrated on what you needed.
Mbalo meda ki chame ja ke chame ngalanda no ngolo ingunene ni wanna. Olo ki yere ja kula ki yere ja ki na makatangang mat.
And the needs of the people are the same.
Mbalo ki na yere chi lo ur kwa konga to ke cher na matagang mal lo ur. Andaga mandale oto ki nyoru chi lo ur.
So that ideology of concentrating on interests rather than identity helped us to create a united political force, but also helped us create a strong army, a united army.
Lo tina nyomba cha tinigimidi abori enja me de gicha bija giba purchin. Kigere cha ku nyoba chi lo ur. Kanya na ke ya cha nyu ke nyoru cha ke chamba period mren cho ngere kina ke mata ka yon punyon bolo ki cha kwanna ja koros cha chang. Nende gitingere ja purchin.
Now, when we came from the bush, we introduced these ideas to all Ugandans.
Lo tene ki kwana ja nyu wu ke bu ja nyu ngalionda no mende purchin.
And Ugandans supported them.
People Uganda nyu la ta gal ma kwal kinguno inde wu kunga people sa nyu lo urnyinde te kungo inde gudo ko anya girelo so ja balube.
That's how we formed the RCs, the resistance councils.
Anya gulme kwanyo le ke kwa bija ta ja gulme kwan ndo barasitin ya ginyo kinya ke toro kore nyande arasitin.
And when the time for elections came, we were able to get majority all the time.
La taki ulme kwanyo la taki lutnyinde agetorka la pichang pikachi asia koka emba atagamba bunge chechi cho chang.
We also, of course, as I said, we created a strong army.
Ya chanyu lenyinde endo nyuru anyu kaya chonger inanger nyome mugeji takutishan.
And because of that, we were able to get what we call in Pokot Kalia.
Lo dinani ko tingeta anyu kaya ndaka chambaka chan chinile nyakon kanya galma kwanyi kimu Uganda anyu aginyor Kalia.
We were able to have peace.
Kungu yanyu Kalia korenyo.
And because we had peace,
lo dinani kimu Kalio inyor Kalio.
But also we had clever policies.
Kikidingata janyu gertegal ngale chini karama chini chirerech.
In Pokot we have a saying,
Umopokota minga lanya mwalo
Anger chirerio kitir oweshia.
Anger chireria ketil oweshia.
Which means wisdom is better than strength.
Yodino nguta kwanyu la anger chireria ketil oweshia.
We were able to attract foreign capital, to attract rich people from outside by a combination of peace, but also pro-private sector policies.
Kanya nanyo dilege angeri danyu au kya wesi chireri nja kanji mo ja de nyoru pi chombo le san nyoki muto kone ja nyu tikin yamu ya take Uganda.
We for instance returned the property of the Indians.
Ya tagal magwala kimiji jai le amin yagi yon wa indin atake angunyin de nyu kungu yara tu kujaba wa indin gudalopoti
which had been confiscated by Idi Amin.
Le atako magwala je jagi changa minu so jagi yona musu wa indin le kambala kungu yanyi Museveni ku yara tu njana gudalopoti.
We also liberalized the government companies.
Echengu janyi jaba serikali ketana chachi nyomu katakumo teke kuya beshara nyi.
Like Uganda hotels and so on.
Now, because
of that, we were able to attract rich people from outside.
And
also encourage some within the country. These rich, you call them in Pokot, Sikon.
And ang the guanula chinyo thing to a chicho chang and the negachicho chang, Pijakuroskan.
Now, when these rich people came, they helped us solve the three major problems. The first problem they helped us solve what we call it in Pokot chopat. We had a lot of shortages here. Shortages of sugar, soap, paraffin, beer, soda, everything was in shortage. Now, when these rich people came, they just produced these items. As I speak today, the problem in Uganda is not shortage, but oversupply. Then the second thing they helped us with are jobs. Up to 1970, when Amin came in and things collapsed, Ugandans were used to government jobs only and a few factory goods jobs.
Choki kinyoru piche andaloki otkin lata kuman andagasukarun kimemicha kia kwandai.
The jobs people knew: you were a teacher, you were a policeman, you were a karani at the sub-county, you were a veterinary scout or assistant, medical assistant. They just knew government jobs.
Ya tage mutako atale kan ya rachana jela kingar kasina. Kasanya kiorortia yaba malimunan kala giyale daktari anto tik kala giyale nyambara anda ngaror enderita ran batara tigale kasin ngerinta jogi mite nogli.
There were a few factory jobs.
Klala kiwanyu kuman lakio sukarun kingar.
I think when I checked, they were talking of 16,000 jobs or something like that.
Kikonu kasin gilejale But
now, with these rich people, we have created very many non-government, non-agriculture jobs.
Lemba sete, asete, yang alonem pakta Museveni. Ki changet kasina, cho lukuchi, cho ngorochi piovo te jualagi okumana. Changa sini original loni, changa original ala kasina jaga ko wiji momba school ke daktarion ke changi dia nyo kasina.
As I speak today, you can see on the picture there, we are talking of 700,000 jobs of the factories and 1.3 million in the services and 300,000 in the ICT. That's more than 2 million jobs.
Kanya ni mo pantoniela otonomon nge school rose imita ke rose igonyinde mi kasina yi chini chang mi nyobe mi kasina jama mon yole 1700 kwanza kilala kajale 1300 ototinga kilur tomdo million dino den kasina chinga kuni ye paitana.
Somebody should put those factory workers and we'll see them.
Nyo picha ni chemi tenoi chini kusuila bapaitana bapayon lago kuna kasin to chang. Anyinde to gwesa mondanga nyona basara. Achona laka minyinde kutagwesa biki yatanga picha na chang mondela pakale mutko samakia nya machinye. Anyona laka yomi nanga to kanyo kiteko machinye mondela nyungata pakale ata tika yat korn chinikiyo kasin mole kambala.
Those people you saw were some of the factory workers.
Pichini kaki paru tini kupicha iga kasin balai kena pasro kiyo kuman.
We are now talking of more than 2 million jobs of the factories and the services sector.
Nenda nyu president kasin ajara mi ke baru jara chang yusuye nya tanani chini tomdo million dina den kasin na chini bo mi guyo kasin jauh kana pasro kaki sukarun kelala kanya jaba kasin jabo 15.
If you total all the government jobs, they are 480,000.
Kalau tindak ni apa jale kasin nak kecemba, jale kasin jaba kecembe, kemalimon, kedaktarion, kekein, kepolisian, pi jale pakalai, pak nyamatai pakalai angman kau temun mut kau semak.
However, as you hear, and we are still beginning, we are talking of already 2 million, more than 2 million non-agriculture, non-government jobs.
Wasa nyo kasin na jini ka kono pichi ka kwana sanya mabaita na karam, kanya ka konia nyo kasin chotele million dina den. Usintan cha papi cha mwale kikisa monja, ya basugul.
So, the third thing the rich people helped us was tax collection.
Yanda nyo kunyi ni kanya pichile skan ka kone cha, skan ngala kemut sur.
Because of those factories, the products they produce, each item pays tax.
Le tu kuchina kaki paru dini jango jagite ko kios ro lagi o kumman na kios garun muta bijata muta sur.
And therefore, while in 1986 we collected only 5 billion Uganda shillings, we are now collecting more than 21,000 billion.
Atagi nyoru Museveni kaso kingero viyene jagi kumuto jagi nyor chino kasi ne jedeje olonye tele ye ketel roviyene jai maramut ketel nyoba mut boroviyene jaba seteng.
So these rich people have helped us to do those three things: shortages, jobs, and more taxes.
Leanyu pichiles kan chika kwa kwe kasi na jiba Uganda ke ukasi na ba Uganda nyu chika gone janyo ke musuru nyagaram ko kon robien ja muto sur jagi libano bije aga kon ngala kasin ko sgana te nyi ko kon agwane.
So therefore we now have more money than we had in the past because of these rich people.
Tenda nyu omba ye amba sgan jaga kwa kwe kasin wal kitinge ta nyu robien cho chang mbolo ka ka mota kwa na robien mi kwe kasin lo mutai muto suri akwane ikone ja nyu suri nyowo.
So the problem we now have is, you call it in Pokot, Kechagita Nyokram.
Shida nyo kutinga te ye le achana janya bokoron ba Uganda Kechagta Nyokaram. To dina ka Kechagta tuku Nyokaram. Kinyoruchi la uri.
To dish out this money fairly.
Daga Kechagta nyurubiyen na daga rubiyon. Dabai daga Nyokaram Kechagta. Nyokaram kinyoruchi la uri.
The dishing out to unfairly.
Olonyo chepamunan.
They didn't put it here.
Chepamunan.
That's what you need to do, and this is done by the executive, but working with parliament.
Kechagta Nyokaram. Yina makanyo kumitano. Paitag le nyanyi le papayon go na le bunge.
That's why you should tell your MPs when they come to parliament to work with me so that we nyokaram well.
Kanya nenda nyo uyara kulano kwa nyo MP tin chokarama chogona kuya kasa ngani nyokaram.
If we do that, there is nothing that we cannot do, although we may not do everything yet go, but whatever we think is important will be done.
Ota kwa lenyoni ukonano kwa MP tin chokarama keja kasa nyokaram niminye kinyomba lu ogwe kwa kasa nyokaram.
I can give some examples. In 2006 and 5, we had a big power shortage. And this was because some MPs had delayed the Bujagari Dam. So when I checked in the budget, I found they had put very little money on the electricity and very little money on the roads. On the roads, they was spending only 300 billion shillings. Yet, one road, Kampala Masaka, needed 440 billion. Not Mbara, Masaka, Kampala Masaka, only that part. So I said no, we must put more money on the roads and on electricity. Just because of that decision, that's how Moroto here got a tarmac road. Then from Nakapiriprit up to here. And other major roads inside Uganda, other parts of Uganda. Then electricity. That's how Moroto was able to get electricity, and even Amudat get electricity. Just because of saying that no, let us nyokram properly. Like on the roads, we are now putting 6,400 billion.
Then you poyon, Bapa Tagtanyan. We are on the billion team, Jale million in Jalemia, Pole Muko.
And that's how we shall do the road from Nakapiriprit to Amudat. we shall use our own money.
Ki tene ja robieni cho open robieni cho ba Uganda.
And the road from here to Kotido, to Kabong, to Chidepo.
Aya kilo wer ka cho chimi ole ngune te ole marata we wa marata kilit Kotido kilit Kabong pakalan dene wa Gidepo.
Therefore, when you are campaigning for the NRM,
Otino ki jini siyasa NRM o.
Be very clear how NRM has been different from these other groups.
Ke rosa paita ne tenyi pa Museveni o. La nyo karam ngosa puchunu galit.
First of all, we rejected the idea of ubaguzi wa dini na wa makabila.
Kalama kwa yala, mwa Museveni la, mocho manya mwala ponye kanisa anai, ponye katoliki, ponye Church of Uganda, ponye nene kanisa na Lutheran, nda salamian mocho manya ngale chona.
We instead concentrated on people's needs, not who they were.
Yende anyu matnyagi la rosala kiele ne tangeng mat, menda kanisa ne tangeng mat, kingorogal ne.
And in so doing, you created unity in politics, but also a strong army.
Mbo toni anyu, mbo pa itag tanyan, kanya kaya anyu chomuo, ngo nyakanat kaya kachan, chongere ne minye jiku tim, minye tim kaya kachan, kachamba kachan.
And because of that, we were able to create peace.
Lodo tini anyu tingeta kaya, chokarama, kanya anyu mikalia corona.
And because of peace, we were able to attract the rich people that I told you about.
Lodo tini anyu mitano kalio, kanya kachamenyu kukwa nyu pichileskan mbokorose kwa kwekasi Uganda.
And by attracting rich people, we were able to solve the problems I told you of shortages, of jobs, and of tax.
Loda tini anyu kanya anyu pichileskan kukwa, kanya anyu kipota anyu ngalami wandan kungusikanat corona. Ngo anyu kenyurubien chochang chobasur.
So Uganda now is able to stand on its own, has got enough money.
Uganda anyu guang tok kelta nyungkit bolo tinga to rubieni chi.
We don't have money to solve everything at one go, but when something is important, we are able to do it. Like for instance, in the last year, we had so many problems. We had the locusts. The locusts invaded you here. And we defeated them. By ourselves. You were here, you saw this yourselves. They were coming, you were killing them, they were coming, until I think they gave up. They are no longer coming.
People
are saying the locusts are going to finish the food. They never ate anything. And we are using our own means to fight those locusts. Then we had floods on River Nile and Lake Victoria and the other lakes. Then we had floating islands. Then we had landslides. We were able to solve all those. Why? Because of the capacity we have. in terms of tax collection,
Mbo robieni chini kitingete jawo pasuro.
and because of the rich people whom we tax.
Mbo was skin chikitingete jamu ya tagamu tasuru.
I have the figures here, the people who pay a lot of taxes.
Indo tingeta na kandu ko pichini mugata ko mujini libana suru cho chang yaman.
Top on the list is MTN. They pay 700 billion.
Rosa MTN na grosso amodat. Nyale MTN na pichili libana suru nyo wo nyaman. Chenga robien chini atata kagi to robieni Kenya lata million din taman semak. Apa Kenya?
Then you get Airtel, 500 billion.
Kila network ta nyinate lata nyami secondary udin le pokota ses. Nyaran da Airtel.
And
other MTN, mbasur number 1 MTN. The number 2 nyile Airtel.
So and other companies.
Kila new company na laka.
So Uganda has really moved well.
Yetele ye ento jolum dena nyokaram lami Uganda with nyokaram nyaman.
And we have used wisdom to solve big problems.
Enda nyu poyono katumia na nyilani ya nyu ngamia.
That's where our pockets say Anger, Chirerio, Kitir, Oweshia.
Kanya mwe janyula Anger, Chireria, Ketil, Oweshia.
Wisdom is better than strength.
Kanya mwe nyu poyono Chireria, Anger, Ketil, Oweshia.
But we are remaining with one problem.
Mikia kongle shida kong nyo kitingeta.
Well, other problems, but which are maybe 2 problems which are remaining, big ones. One problem is that our people who cannot have our economy based on the external rich people only who have helped us so much.
In the men the rogono ke tingete robien tion nyo baita tanyola pipasan chorogono ko baitene.
Our own people also need to be involved.
Bagono ke gile pika chorogono ko miori.
And the best way to be involved is to stop their traditional way of life. Especially ke poishe mu ongit. Ke poishe mu ongit. They forgot to speak with a lot of strength.
Yes.
So that is working for the stomach only. Now we want to make them kepoish mu ngo mulot.
Then the Yeranyu Boyan law, Tagalogona Picho, Yereke Paishemu, Ngom lot, Kumikinyamita Namalota Mabuka.
Working both for the stomach and for the money, and for the pocket.
Meaning, Yere Tanyo, Lasamakumita Najakuri, Teta, Akaroketan, Kanyakatorjin Pachanda Soya, Mapuka Nya Soya, Yeranyu Mu, Gomapuka.
And also do it with calculation. Ngo ki tot.
Ingu kwachi lo. Ototina nyomita no rosela ajija kamano tia jamita no mabukanya. Rogona itanyilo atarubien jami mabukenya. Kita itanto akula tena tuajan.
Our people need to get out of subsistence farming and engage in commercial farming.
Yendanyo operation apakan rogona ke pistanyona toto ngorenji parangu kwajila nyangora par to nyura robien mi robien nyorjina paida chamiori
and other money making efforts.
Le la ka ko kyang nyang taila tangoran ko nan robien.
Now this is the biggest campaign we need to carry on.
Nyoni yes ya se nyine mite no ke saunala.
The second effort is East African integration.
Nyopanga ke yomite Uganda go Kenya go Tanzania lo koro se jari ke lo
We are always working for the East African Federation.
Nenda nyu kie chas yara por nyano si samngala kiel na koro se chikuma kelka konga.
Because when our people wake up,
bolo yara lo to dinga papi ka jota kichire to
we are going to face the big problem of the market.
Tinga chire to mi shira nya bete ke nyoru shira nya mualo onolo bete bi gol to ku kwanya we.
Even now, we're already facing that problem for sugar, for milk, for cement.
Pakanyetele ye mishida no nyombolo kichangi sukari na Uganda. Nyata kyol jini Kenya. Mingalacha. Ta kyol jini Korea ngala ta Tanzania. Shida no ni nyini mitonolo. Kiyele neta ke mo tag pesta tukujo ta sukarun kepa Kenya. Kecheka kepa Kenya ndaga pa Tanzania.
We all, in our politics, we need to work for the East African unification because we need the bigger market.
Leani yara siasa nyamuola kenyori na korosweji ata kenyori tukucho chikngorei chikiyokui makat nyagaram.
That one we need to discuss with the other East African leaders.
Nyoni nyamuala oyaranta kenyori ke mo ngopo ito jala ta chipa Kenya go jaba Tanzania go jaba Rwanda.
However, the issue of waking up our Ugandans is entirely within our control.
Ngani ni muko takungeta nyu yawela chane tangang maluru ma Uganda lo ke chireri tuna ga yara nyu maisha nyonyor jino robien olo chani lur kuma ka paito mba chane chog muko tagang ale jono.
And all Ugandans being involved in money making.
Achane jani fa Uganda luro magini ke ngutuna la giel na ga nyu robien.
I don't know whether we can get some examples in Pokot who have woken up. If they are there, we can see them. Oh, there are some people here. There is, for instance, Lomanio Poro of Lomukura, Kotido East. This is Kotido now. Oh, Kotido, yeah. Let's see that one.
In the Lomanio.
Cow. Luckily enough, it was in calf. It gave birth after 3 months. And it was a very successful birth because it gave a female Ifa, which is alive today. It is already grazing with the mother. It has been weaned. So when I saw that it was a good project to undertake, I mobilized resources and bought other 3 Frisian cows, which one of them was in calf. I want to thank His Excellency the President for introducing projects such as Operation Wealth Creation, for which I have been a beneficiary, for which what I have here are results of his conventional support. Because had I not got this initial cow from Operation Wealth Creation, I would not have even thought of Matoke. I would not have even thought of cereal banking. But he always lectures. He always lectures of the 4-acre model, which must incorporate most of the components for the family, some being for commercial, others for subsistence. So I want to thank the wise leadership of His Excellency the President for giving me this supportive care that I am able to speak behind a Matoke garden, which is a rare thing to talk about in Karamoja. Sometimes when I post these things on Facebook, people tell me, are you dreaming? Are you talking of Kirora or wherever? But here, it is only one thing lacking, and this is what I'm making as a special appeal, just a request. If it were possible that I would be supported with an irrigation system, just an irrigation system and a water storage system, I would be able to produce matoke for people of Kotido without any doubt, because I have enough manure, I have enough land, then I have the knowledge. I have also to appreciate the fact that from this matoke, I have been able to cause many people to start matoke farming. I sell these suckers to the neighbors, and so many of them have had success stories. So I should say the initiative of the 4-acre model should be rolled out, should be championed to most of the farmers, even in Karamoja, because people tend to doubt Karamoja on weather vagaries. But I know that when we tame the environment, like by introducing irrigation system, then there will be no challenges. From farming, you can bang whatever you want, because you can buy a cow at 1 million shillings and you sell at 1.8. Where on earth can you get a profit of 800,000 in a single what? In a single item? So my bigger picture is, I wish I would just strengthen up all these projects. I will be a model to other people. In fact, I've made a model right now. So many people come to learn from me. They come to ask me how I started.
Anyi lo manio ngta kwa Kotido la tapai. Alo tangan jin kinya tinga tala manio mai. Milo manio ko tik. Milo manio ko ndisin. Milo manio yi ko gulutin. Ko raja jajan. Sukana teta. Kep sukanda da tany. Ke tak bay ndisin. Ke kwan ndisin a Kotido chapa tangan jin. Nenda nyi lo manio lo tinong ta kwa Kotido la mami chapel angarakan dagile lo nyorji na pel ato chita peche dagal ke peche ne chomel jin antisin acho tapa antisin Kotido tapa bi Kotido ndisin tangan jin ngalaji ani bako mi tu katangwa mi susuande ki kil susuan atapa kamai ndorli to babu katangwa ki chemu susuande kwa mai mola ki ror ji susuan ki mut akenun amanyu to kaglek tak nenda nyu jile lo manio kil ke tangan jin omba koran le Kotido ke seulam apeta nye twachi ololu mioti ni le katangwa agbuga ngate miko moe ngote tei moe mia moyi kini bat chini ya sintana chape to twacho ololu agba yara ta po ololu nyo paitani ani po NRM nyeke mto ngara lo manio mangale jai ya konu ka ya nanda wealth creation ya konu ngara ya banades kiso pe lo manio ngala nades mia lo manio pe kyak pe tike ngone ka chi ngon tisine andang to kwanyu Kotido dala kukuro nya kukuro la lagi yo chobo people nyo tangan jin ngala jo ki nades ombo Kotido.
Mr. Romano, first of all, he has got bananas.
Romano anyu tinga dondisin.
Then he fattens cows.
Miko twachi choko.
Then he sells pigs.
Achingirwetin miji.
Then he yeah.
Migulutin.
So he ends up getting quite a bit of money. 5 million, 3.6, that's 8, about 10 million shillings he gets. Then there's Tim Dennis. Let's see Tim Dennis.
Then you know, man, you rule at Robian Jala million kumi, Mbamalichi, while the checker, while the Gruetine.
Tim Dennis.
Behind you here are some of the animals that I have acquired in the short run. But what I have under Operation Wealth Creation, I benefited one of the animals, which is right in the middle there. It was something that was very good because I was very excited when I received them. And you can see, as you can see from the background, they are doing very well. They are very healthy. And I'm even trying to cross. These are the local ones. I'm trying to cross. You can see I have a bull there, which I'm trying to cross so that to get a good product. What I've benefited from Operation Wealth Creation has really helped me boost my income. It has helped me on daily basis. I get over 56,000 shillings every day from selling milk, which has really helped me boost my income. And also, this one is this is a cross of a boran with this local one. So you can see the weight is really doing very well. It's a very good size of bull. And I really want to appreciate government, because government also supported us and gave us also boran bulls, which we are crossing with the local animals. I also do farming. I also have about 25 acres, of which 25 acres of maize, which normally I use for, sometimes after maybe harvesting the maize, I use the byproducts to feed the animals, which I keep it as hay. The kind of animals that we have here, I want to tell members that these animals, our raiders, fear them completely. They don't even attempt to steal them in any way. Simply because they look at, one, managing them is very hard in the bush there, and they cannot move long distances. So you find that in case of any raids, they will always want to select the local ones. So that is why you see that my animals are multiplying, they are safe, and they don't even steal in any way. I would like to thank really Operation Wealth Creation for this very good initiative, and I would also want to thank the government of Uganda for really supporting farmers in Karamoja with such a project. This is a project that I know, when, if well handled, it will really boost people's income, and people will benefit from this project.
Now, the Mr. Otim is getting quite a bit of money. From milk, he's getting 20 million shillings a year.
Enda nyo, kijile enda po yana nyo denis, nyoru million tin, yale taman ta den, omba kanyakonga.
And then he planted 20 acres of maize.
Tinga ta parani yale again yale taman ta den gomut.
Oh, he's getting quite a bit of money. He's getting 1.2 million per acre, and he planted 25 acres.
Nyuru bien garja chang lata million akong nyabo nate, abage nyango kwa pakolai mut.
That's about 30 million shillings.
Lata million taman samak.
Now let's look at Lamoy Joseph.
Agnenda chicha machora nyi tuachan. Ata mi chorsi we kirong tuacha bagret jibanades. Machora nyagwane. Machora nyi we tuachi jibanades kichore. Molo ngiza.
I was given 2 years ago the Frisian calved with the calf now, which is feeding now, and right now, as regards to the benefits from this Frisian cow was given, it has improved us. It has brought us more milk into the family, and as a family, as a head of the family, we have registered a very increase of food production in our family. And as far as if I compare it from the past and now, there's a total difference in my life, especially in the family. One, there's a change in terms of there's income, unlike before. There's an income because this Frisian cow gives more production compared to the local cow. Besides the animal production, I'm also growing crops. I I am involved in growing cash crops like simsim, granite, and also vegetable production. You can see on the top of the roof, these are just my simsim. And then recently I grew about 50 acres. Yeah, these are my beehives here. I keep about up to 50 hives. In one hive, have to 30 kilos of honey, processed already. That's what I also do. I support commercial agriculture because there's income in it. It is an eye opener for us because personally now I'm kind of a role model in our community here. Most people come to me to see how we are embracing this kind of commercial agriculture. We are now going like to grow double production. We are doubling now the growing of different species of crops now for income. I like also to appreciate the government, especially the leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni in this kind of time, because when I was still young, I recall the life was very, very difficult. Now this kind of cow is an eye-opener. I have a son who wants to do veterinary and go for animal production.
So this is he's selling honey.
Alto kumate, Yosef.
And selling milk.
Kilatatani, nya banades. Alto cha.
And he has got simsim.
Mite no, kingor simsim ni tatakal.
Although he doesn't total how much income he's getting, but you can see he's getting quite a bit of income.
Yoruchi chia European jo chang ba kumate ko che ko tan ko simsim.
Now, finally, let's look at Loire Moses. Unfortunately, these people are not aware of Amudat. They got examples from Onre Kotido. They think Kotido is the same as Amudat.
Away. Nenda nyo payon pationji Kotido. Lotunguna na siya suye jaba Amudat latia.
These are Kampala people. They think Amudat and Kotido are the same.
La kwa nyo ka Amudat chago nyuru to banades. Yera katina payon kungutila. Yurunde kwa rubien jotia machwa kwa chai kone kwa nadesoi.
These are some of the scale I've been doing. I got it from this project of wealth creation. I got even the cow, the cow, the fruit and the cow. The cow, they gave me one, then I got of course another one. They multiplied. They are now two. So what I'm getting from the cow, of course, milk. So my children are now, okay, actually before, I was having in my mind, my plan, I was planting those grass. I was just putting just in mind that in case if I get now a cow. So God gave me now the cow, the one which I was actually aiming. So those are the grass. So I was a bit worried. I was saying, this cow, I don't know. They always say now this cow are actually weak from here. But I managed the cow is now okay. They even delivered well. Actually, the bags which we are basing now to take out, we used to harvest 8. But if you compare those 8, most of the people they have been getting within the farm here inside. Meaning, if you have to compare the one we have given out and the one which I have been getting from here, the one which I have been getting from here are more. Average in a day, something like 60,000. Sincerely, I really like the project. I thank World Creation for all that support they have given me.
He's earning quite a bit of money from dairy and from oranges.
Tinga to machungen go tan nyabanades. Yuru biani jomba tani.
So these are examples from Kotido.
Pijanyu lata wakulima pijanyu japa Kotido. Akwana jini moro parani iko mana tujibana de sama Kotido akipori anjole sama gile.
But I'm sure that even in Amrat there are examples there.
Yes. Ata Amurat jami dana Amurat tale sokotali kila sinia kuatas. Jami dana sinia kuatas tijale ngorudin panades. Nang to gaya manelo dene kwa chekatel.
I want my people to capture those examples. I will show them to the people in Mbale.
Yo komro ganyo Karamoja nyaman otomu ko teginyo rupi. Yo lata jete yo yara ke pa yo katena. Lata kar pujugona gorenyo chumukata kaman tik ngoma to ke jika gwana Kotido kapa ke porje people Mbale katena.
So really we have moved where the areas where I want you to assist is in this one of working for the stomach and the pocket.
Nenda nyu payon yaran so ko nyaman la ke yara kase ke kase nyopamu ngom lot.
Otherwise the projects for Amdat there, the road is the main project.
Akwanyo kamodat laru kudita ngwa unguna ganyona.
The power is already there.
Minila andang takwala mitana stima amudat tayari.
Stronger power from Soroti.
Anyana nyumi stima yunguna Soroti.
We are going to build a cement factory in Katikekile is in Amdat or in Moroto?
Mianyo Katikekile petekechini factory Katikekile mi Moroto.
So everything is moving well, but help us with the issue of working for the stomach and for the pocket.
Mingalak petanyo karam, olo kayera nyo kasin, yo kiwe yo pas kanat, ikiwe kuminya pa mu, ko nyo pa malot, nyo mabuka.
Everything else other will move well.
Ngalalaka kuano petanyo karam.
Kaitabon.
Serenyaman, seretia.
I thank you in Sabini. Sabini is the same as Pokot.
Enda kata ko se kwa nyumba sa pinyin balong to kwa la konga pachanda ko sa pingin.
How would they thank in Pokot?
Serenyo wow.
Serenyo wow. Thank you so much.
Enda seretia, serenyaman, ako akamudat pakoluri.
Asante sana watu wa Pokot.
Kata ko se kwa nyumba lur pakoti lur chapa Uganda ko chapa Kenya.
Na watakia heri.
Endo yogine kwa serenyaman no tibia nyo karam.
Mungu awabariki.
Kripe kwa torot.
Thank you so much.
Seretia.
That is the problem.
Hello, you're on Initiative Africa. My name is Asha Sampet. Welcome to your weekly magazine featuring Africa on the move through smart innovations and initiatives that work. Let's get on with the show with our top stories today.